Well guys, it's a rainy day in the Fearless front compound. There appears to be a very large truck parked out in front of my yard. So, that truck delivered me a very large package on a pallet in a crate, metal crate. Special surprise. So let's get this thing unbundled and see what's inside. So there it is with the box removed. Comes in a metal crate. Looks like it's bolted together. This is a little bit of work before I even get into this thing. Alright, so you're probably starting to figure it out now. Got some off-road tires, big suspension, got an ATV rack over here. Definitely looks like it's going to take some assembly here. Alright, so we're getting everything pretty much unpacked. It's still bolted down to the shipping crate. A couple of bolts right there, the rear axle. Looks pretty cool though. I really like the print on it. I opted for the green camo. It's got barbed wire like accents on it. Everything's plasticed up. I got to assemble handlebars. Now let's see what's in the box. Ooh, all kinds of stuff. A reflector. Must be the battery. Yeah, it's the battery. Got some hub covers for all four corners. Huh. Is that what they give you to assemble the thing? Bundle of hardware. I don't know what that is. Oh, handlebar mounting hardware. It's all the little pieces for that. And we've got, I don't know what the hell this is. Charger? What sort of charger? Instructions. Don't need those. We got her on our own four wheels here. I'm all pointed in the right direction. I even got the center caps on the back. I still need to put those on the front. Alright, so we got the front bumper and the rear rack in place. And you see I got the seat pulled off, getting ready to put the battery in. And that's actually over here, currently filling with acid. Waiting for it to fill with acid. See up under here, you can actually get a good look at the air filter. I'm not sure what kind of spark plug is in it. Probably going to have to change that out for like an NGK or something. Other than that, this thing's pretty much assembled with the exception of the battery, obviously. I put some gas and oil in it and we're going to fire it up here in just a minute. The other thing about this machine is the suspension. It's really stiff. Like it almost feels non-existent unless you bounce on it hard. I don't know if that's just because it needs to be broken in or what. But the brakes, they seem like they work pretty good. I've just kind of spun and tested. It does have front brakes on the handlebars here, and it has rear brakes on the foot right there, which is pretty cool. Front and rear brakes separate. I've got the rear end jacked up here because it is an automatic transmission. So when I start it, if the throttle takes off, this thing will probably drive out the garage if it was sitting on all fours. So we're going to go for the first test start ever of this machine, unless they test it in the factory, which they may or may not have. Alright, pull the brakes. There we go. Took it a second, had to give it a little gas, but it did fire up. Sounds really good. For those of you wondering, this is a 110cc. A lot of guys go for the 90s or the 50s, but I went right for the 110. Has a nice exhaust cone. For a cheap little Chinese bike, this thing is built pretty well. Yeah, it's a 110cc Honda clone engine. Automatic transmission, running pretty good. It does have a headlight and a tail light, let's try those out. Weird, it's red and green. That's the handbrake, it's kind of foot brake. let's try the headlights. Low beam, high beam. Low beam, high beam. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with that. I know a lot of you guys are going to ask me how much this thing cost. Shipped to my house, this thing cost me about $570, which sounds like a lot. I know a lot of people be like, oh, why didn't you just build him something? I could not build this for $570. There's just no way around it. I did buy it brand new from a website. I forget the address. I will post it in the description below. This is going to be for my son for his 8th birthday. I know, right on the back, it specifically says under 12, no riders, but he's actually ridden one of these already, and you could screw in the governor on this throttle here, so you can only make it go so fast. And you know, with his weight, he's pretty big for his age. He can throw this thing around pretty easily by himself, but it is a 110. Adults can also ride this thing. The person I know that has one can rip donuts on it and ride wheelies on it, and they're the same size as me.